everyone, Joshua Hanlon here, and I'm joined by Mark Erickson, the winner of our Lego House and Scareback contest, and we've just spent a great day here at the Lego House exploring the whole place. Mark even picked up some great merch here, so we're going to talk about that in a minute. But first off, Mark, if you just want to give your thoughts, first time at the Lego House, what was your experience like here?
Well, in a word, amazing. That would be a quick way to describe it. I think my expectations were kind of mixed. I'd seen some videos you guys had posted earlier about that, and I was like, it looks pretty cool. It has great, the minimalist architecture and stuff looked really neat. But I was worried that it would just be kind of like gimmicky for kids kind of thing, and I was like, yeah, I might just kind of walk through and be like, that was nice, But so my expectations were mixed. But when I got here, it was just awesome, very impressive. The Lego models on display are fantastic. If you're into Lego at all, or even just like cool built stuff, like creative stuff, it'll knock your socks off, really. So yeah, that's how my day went today. So
The Lego tree, as you walked around that on the staircase, what were your thoughts about that?
Well, honestly, that was the main goal of this day, was to just see the tree, because I had seen you guys' footage of that before, and I thought that is really cool because it's so big and all the intricate details in the bark and all that. So when I saw that, I was just that's when my expectations, I was like, this could be fun. I was like, this is amazing. So it was fantastic. It is just beautiful. All the stuff they have on top of the branches and all the sheer size of it is just awe-inspiring. So
there was a castle scene for you there.
Absolutely. They had a significant castle chunk on there, and I was so happy that just made my little heart thump. So yeah.
Representing the best theme.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad they had that there. It was kind of highlighted in the center where it's most important, because all other themes are inferior. That's just how it is. So.
There you go. Well, now let's move on to the great merch you got here and talk about some of the stuff you picked up.
Okay, so my targeted shopping here was basically what I couldn't get in the U.S. I have pretty good access of most Lego sets that come out in most pieces, so I was looking for stuff that, obviously couldn't get in the U.S., couldn't get basically anywhere else on Earth. They only sell these specific items here. The first one would be the Lego House, the architecture set, and that is just a really cool set. I'm not that into architecture, but this one's got a lot of color. It's not that big. It'll fit basically anywhere, so I'm going to possibly build this one and put it on my desk at work. And so then the second set would be the tree, which I didn't really even know was around, and then here I saw, I'm like, that is a really cool set. And obviously, since the tree was my favorite part of the Lego House, I had to get it. And I was lucky enough to have it signed by the guy who designed the tree and the original prototype for this set. So that just made it so much more important. I think I actually prefer this one over the Lego House, which I was planning on. So that was probably the highlight there. But another really neat set item, I should say, was the minifigure parts, and that is only a one-day event today in the Lego store here. So you can only fill up this for the normal price of a cup, full of figure parts, which are much more valuable than normal pieces generally. So that was fantastic. I found some really cool, some were been discontinued for years, pieces, and so I filled that up as hastily as possible during the closing hours of the store. But that was awesome. So those are the main items for sure. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad you could join us here at the Lego House. It's always a fun time, and I loved checking out the games and stuff with you. So that was a lot of fun, and then we've still got more fun in the future over the next weekend here. We've got the Scareback show coming up, Scareback Fan Weekend. So Mark will be out there displaying his winning creation from the contest once he gets it put back together a little bit.
Yeah, it got a little disheveled on the way here, definitely. So it's mostly just loose pieces, but we'll see how closely I can get it to the pictures once we get there.
We're back with Mark Erickson, and now the Scareback Fan Weekend show has come to an end, and so we wanted to get Mark's thoughts as your first show outside of the U.S. What'd you think of the Scareback Fan Weekend, and what have you thought of your time in Denmark?
Well, in short, it was really awesome. It's fantastic. Fantastic. And I'm really tired. It's been a great experience, but yeah. I'd say it's quite different from most U.S. conventions. It's a lot smaller, but there are a lot more AFOLs out here displaying. The mocks are really good. I'm kind of intimidated a little bit. They're so talented. They got a lot of really great stuff, different themes. So that's pretty neat. Also, no prizes or awards. So I thought that was a very non-competitive aspect. It was actually very refreshing. So that was neat. But yeah, it was just a phenomenal experience overall.
You're out in the woods here in Denmark, staying in cabins. What's that experience like?
That was interesting. The terrain is not too different from a lot of places in the U.S. I've been, but the weather was very unique. It was just windy and cold. Then the sun did come out for several days, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I can imagine it gets pretty bleak out here. So that was very unique. Denmark is a very fascinating country for sure. So.
And excellent builds all around here. So I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed your time here at the Scareback Fan Weekend. And I'm sure you'll try to make it to hear other shows outside the U.S. in the future.
Absolutely. Hoping to make a few in the near future.
There you go. You've met lots of people from all over Europe. I'm sure that you can meet up with now.
Yeah, I'll have contacts in every country pretty much now, yeah. So
that is always a fun part of this convention. So thanks everyone for watching, and congratulations once again, Mark, for winning the contest. We're glad you could join us here, and we'll see if we do some more of these in the future. Keep an eye out. Thank you.